Hi everyone!
Welcome back. So, yet again, we had to take time off.
Honestly, this is a lesson in pre-taping so that there is never a gap for you guys, because once we have a gap, everybody's like, where are you? Are you okay? So anyways, what happened was the Sunday after Thanksgiving, I was on my way outside to do hang some Christmas decorations on the outside of our house. Now, because Emma's in a wheelchair, we have a wooden ramp that leads from our pathway up to the door, and when it gets wet and covered with leaves, it gets really like slimy and slippery. I wasn't watching. I wasn't being uber careful. I was kind of in that mindset of I want to get the Christmas decorations and I want to be, done and come inside. So I went outside, got to the end of the ramp. My feet slipped out from under me. I landed on my butt and then went flat back and smacked the back of my head on the wood. I'm okay. Long story short, I ended up going to the hospital. I have a concussion, so I'm still recovering from that. I do tend to get headaches quite frequently, and I still feel like I'm in a fog all the time. And I find that certain tasks or even like exercise makes my head feel like there's an intense amount of pressure in it. Not painful other than the headache, but the pressure is just so intense. So the doctors did say it was going to take anywhere from a couple of days to several weeks for me to recover from this. So in the meantime, if we miss a video or two, it's more than likely because I just can't, look at the computer screen and edit for prolonged periods of time. So please bear with us. As soon as I'm fully recovered, and I'm sure this is going to be a gradual recovery, we will be back full steam, I promise. So.
And I am sick.
Everything that could go wrong kind of went wrong over Thanksgiving Day weekend, so.
Yeah. We were shopping on Black Friday because that's our tradition, and towards the end of our shopping trip, I just did not feel well.
So, after all that non-beauty related talk, today we are going to be doing our favorites for the month of November. If you like this video, make sure you give us a big thumbs up down below. And without further ado, let's get started. We call this first section, Gotta Have It. So my first Gotta Have It for the month of November is the E.l.f. Eye Makeup Remover Balm. The reason why this is still in the package is actually having to do with my mom moment video, which is coming up on Thursday, so make sure that you stay tuned for that. This is a new product that launched with E.l.f. in September. Now, if you follow them on Instagram, you would have known that every day in the month of September, they were launching a new product. So this is when this came out. I got like one or two of them. No, I got two of them. One for me, one for Emma, and tried it out. Now, if you have been following us for a while, you know that I absolutely love my L'Oreal Lash Paradise waterproof mascara. It's like my diehard go-to. Everyone seems to love it. But it is a bear to get off. This stuff is amazing. It really is a balm in a stick form. And what you do is apply just a little bit to your eyes, then you gently massage it in over your lashes. Then what I do is I take some micellar water on cotton rounds and then gently wipe away. All the mascara gone. Every last bit of it. Never have to struggle, never have to really rub my eyes like I used to have to do with like just straight up micellar water. This makes it so easy, takes off every little bit of mascara. So yeah, I absolutely love this, and I've already repurchased backups. But I won't talk too much about that because again, stay tuned for my video on Thursday.
And I'm going to be talking about that in another segment of this video. My first favorite for the month is actually I have two products that kind of go together, but I'm going to talk about them separately. The first one is the Too Faced Hangover RX 3-in-1 Face Primer, Setting Spray, and Replenishing Spray. What a mouthful. This does have coconut water and probiotic-based ingredients with skin revivers, and I love the cream version of this primer, and this is even better. I'm halfway through the bottle, and it's ginormous, but I'm halfway through, and this is the best setting spray I've ever used. It says it is hydrating, and even though I have oily skin, it does keep my skin looking nice and matte if I powder my face really well. I love this. I use it every day. I have it on today with something else I'm going to talk about next.
My next gotta have it for the month of November is the Essence Volume Stylist 18-Hour Lash Extension Mascara. If you are a fan of Tati and you watch her religiously, you know that she is loving this mascara even a little bit more than the Lash Paradise. I wouldn't go that far, but I definitely have been reaching for this a lot during the month of November. It's very standard on the wand. There's really nothing too spectacular. But the formulation is on the drier side, so it's not so wet. It almost is like a tubing mascara, not quite, but very close. It definitely adds quite a bit of length. The best part about this is it's 18-hour wear without being waterproof, so it's easier to take off at the end of your day. It also doesn't flake, doesn't smudge, doesn't budge. So it's very affordable. It's, I think, $4.99 at Ulta, so if you haven't tried it, I recommend this highly.
My next favorite is the paired thing with the Too Faced setting spray, and that is the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 Foundation and Concealer in 00A Porcelain. Again, what a mouthful. This combined with my Too Faced setting spray and primer, my skin has never looked better with the pairing. I think it does a great job, and this does conceal blemishes really well for a foundation. It is really full coverage. The only thing I'd say is if you have red breakouts, you might want to go in with a lighter concealer to just really cover them up, or if you have really deep purple darkness on your face, you might want to do that as well. I'm glad that they brought out the lighter shade, because if they never launched the lighter shade, I wouldn't have had this, and I would never discover the great pairing. And I have to say, this actually beats out my Wet n Wild, and that's hard to say. That is really hard to say.
So, somewhere around the summertime-ish, Milani launched some even lighter shades. So prior to that time, the lightest shade they had was fairly, like, I would call it a medium, but it had a striking yellow undertone in it, and all the shades that were available in that range have a very striking yellow undertone in them. So for us who are super fair, none of those shades were going to work for us. Well, then in the summertime, they came out with 3 new shades, even lighter than the latest one they already had. And one of them at least has a pink undertone, one of them is neutral, and one of them has their standard yellow undertone in it. So I am a very big fan of that Milani foundation as well, but just some information, FYI, for you to know. My next gotta have it for the month of November is something that I have liked for a while, and it actually appeared in one of our other favorite videos several months back. I will link that playlist right above Emma's head for you so you can check that out. The Covergirl Outlast All Day Stay Fabulous 3-in-1 Foundation. This is kind of like a rediscovered favorite of mine. I kind of put it to the side for the month of like September and October, was using other foundations, and then in the month of November started using this, and I've been mixing it with my Covergirl Healthy Elixir foundation, which in last month's Gotta Have It's favorites video I was absolutely in love with. So I've been mixing the two together, and the combination is fantastic. I just love it. This gives the foundation a little bit of substance because the Healthy Elixir is a tad bit more watery or a tad bit more loose. So this is thicker, and it gives the foundation, like I said, a little bit more substance. Medium to full coverage, and it's definitely buildable, and it doesn't make my skin look cakey or dried out. And it also tends to keep the oils in my T-zone under control. So I love this foundation, gotta have it. You should try it out too.
My last favorite for the month of November is a product that I've had for a while and just didn't try out for a while. But that is the Benefit Gimme Brow in number 1. Now I have this on today, and it replaces a brow gel and like a pomade or whatever you would use to fill in your brows. It is a nice brow gel. It's tinted, very, very pigmented. The only thing that I have to say I don't really like on this is the smell. It kind of smells like strong baby wipes. It just not a pleasant smell. It is a good product, and yeah, I'm gonna continue using this. This next section of the video is called Maybes.
So these are products that we don't have a strong opinion one way or the other, or we're still trying to figure out if it's something that we absolutely like or we absolutely hate.
Or if it's a personal preference.
Or if it's a personal preference. So my first maybe for the month of November is the Morphe M441 brush. Now this is supposed to be a fluffy blending brush, and I have been using this a lot in the month of November, like a lot. I've cleaned it at least 3 times already just in 1 month. And I just cleaned it this morning. It definitely is fluffy. It definitely does a fantastic, phenomenal job of blending out the shadows in your crease or even over the lid if you need to do that. The thing that kind of like puts me off a little bit, and I'm comparing this to my NYX blending brushes, and those have appeared also in previous favorite videos. The problem I'm having with this, bristles are like fanning out from the barrel on the outside. I don't know, it almost seems like the density in the center of the brush is kind of thinning out a little bit because the bristles are all going out. I don't like that because then the function of it changes and it doesn't work as well as a blending brush. So I don't know if it's just because I was a little too rough when I went to go clean it those couple of times, or if that's just the natural wear and tear on it. The good news is it is affordable. It's at Ulta now in stores and online. So if, you know, I might just pick up another one and see if it's this particular brush or if that's just how all of these types of brushes work. So in any case, that's my first maybe.
My only maybe is the NYX Lingerie Liquid Lipstick in Honeymoon. This is the mini size that I got in their advent calendar from last year. This does have a great formula, dries down pretty well. It does accentuate dryness on your lips, so you might want to exfoliate your lips first and use a nice moisturizing lip balm. But otherwise, formula is great. The issue I have is the color. It looks like you put chocolate on your lips, basically. That looks like melted chocolate. I'm sorry, but I cannot wear this, especially because of my age, and I just don't like it at all. If you love browns, then go ahead, wear it. I think I would only use this for Halloween tutorials, and that's it. I wouldn't use it, you know, on a daily basis or just going around the house. I wouldn't wear it at all. And if you do look at it at a different light, it does have a grayish tinge, but still, why would you put something that's gray or chocolate on your lips unless you're eating chocolate?
It might work for darker skin tones, but I don't think it works for lighter skin tones.
Yeah, it could be a nude lipstick to, you know, darker skin tones, but it's just way too dark for someone who's basically a ghost.
And my next maybe is a relatively new product on the market. It is the Revlon Colorstay Brow Mousse. This is quite an innovative product. You can see it right here. So the bristles, it's got silicone bristles and they're pretty fine. The mousse, once you twist the bottom, so you're gonna twist the bottom, the mousse comes up in the top through the bristles, and then the idea is that you just brush it through and it kind of tints the hairs that you already have. If you're able to get some of the mousse at the tip, you can actually use those really fine bristles to like mimic hairs in sparser areas. The formulation is great. I love the color. It really does add a nice tint to my brows, especially after I've dyed my hair. I usually tend to dye it like a mahogany color, like a reddish brown. This has got the same kind of tint in it. It's like a dark reddish brown. So I like that part of it. The problem with it is that the mousse, you can rarely ever get it to the very tip of the wand. And so other than tinting the existing hairs that I have, I don't see the use for this. So I'm not reaching for it every day. I am still trying to, you know, perfect the use of it and the technique with it. But honestly, for my brows, I just want to, you know, quickly get them on, use my Maybelline Brow Precise, fill in those special areas, and be done and move on with my makeup. So I'll keep giving this a try, but I'm not quite sure it's going to work out. And the final section of this video is called Don't Buy It. My first don't buy it for the month of November is the Organic Wear Bright Booster Oil Elixir from Physicians Formula. Another YouTuber that we watch all the time and who highly recommended this was Rach Loves. She recommended this more so for the under eye area, but for any areas that either are normal or dry on your skin. Now, I have a very oily T-zone, but my cheeks and back by my ears, that's all normal skin, and sometimes can even get a little dry. So I purchased this and I tried it out for a solid month. Oh my God. I actually broke out underneath my eyes. Like, it caused me to get breakouts right underneath here. And same thing back here in my jaw. So I was like, well, maybe it's just because I'm applying too much. So I applied a little bit less, like the teeniest, tiniest little pin drop. Again, it caused my under eyes to break out and back here by my ears, like my jaw area. So this is a complete and utter pass. And I'm so upset because I was hoping that it would help my makeup to glide on better and it would make my eyes look more vibrant and not so dried out and like crepey, but it just did not work out for me. So Emma wants to try it. We'll let her try it. Hopefully it works for her and it won't be a complete waste of money.
My only don't buy it is the E.l.f. makeup remover stick for your eyes. Now, my Perversion mascara that I love and basically wear to school every day is not waterproof, but this does not take it off. It takes off her waterproof Lash Paradise, but does not take off my Perversion mascara. I have scrubbed my eyelashes so hard with this, to the point where some of them were actually falling out. And it just did not take off my mascara. And I was like, you know what, that's it. And I went over to my Too Faced Mousse off. This, in my opinion, is only good for eyeshadow for me. But I won't use this just for eyeshadow. I could just use the mascara remover. So this was a dud for me. Yeah.
That's okay. I love it. Okay, my last don't buy it for the month of November is something that I've had in my collection for a while. Emma, I actually initially bought it for Emma. She tried it. She didn't like it. And so it's been kind of sitting there. I decided it was time to try it. So I've tried it a couple of days during the month of November. This Prime Shield Face Primer is supposed to be mattifying and pore minimizing. It says right on the front of the package, and it also says oil-free right on the front of the package. There's oil in this product. I guarantee it. There is oil in this product. It's got a silicone slip to it, but no matter how much you rub it in, you cannot get rid of that oily look. I'm not sure if it's gonna pick up on camera, but there's definitely a sheen to it. I don't know if it's been just sitting on my makeup desk for too long and that's why. Maybe it's separated or something, but if it's separated, then there's oil in the product. Oh my God, I cannot stand it. So anytime I used this, even with quite a bit of like setting powder or loose face powder, after I put my foundation on, it doesn't matter. It didn't give me an luminosity, which is what we all want. It gave me an oil slick. Like Mobil Gas or Exxon Mobil Gas could have come and taken their month's supply off my face. Like, it was that bad. It was so bad. So I'm not even going to use this product up. It is a complete pass. Maybe I got a dud. If you've had success with this product, please let us know in the comment section below. I would love to know if maybe this is just a dud.
And that is it for this video. Now, keep in mind that this is just what we say. Maybe if these are your favorite products, don't feel offended if they were in our don't buy it or in our maybes. You know, if you like it, great. but we just didn't like it from our personal experiences. That set aside, I hope you enjoyed this video, and comment down below if any of these didn't work out for you or if they did work out for you. Also, be sure to like this video and press the subscribe button down below to be notified of all of our new videos. Remember, we post 2 beauty videos a week. One is on Monday, which is me and my mom, and on Thursdays, which is either me or my mom.
Emma does a teen take, I do mom moment. We do have an emphasis on drugstore and more affordable brands, but we do mix it up with a little bit of higher end, especially because Emma's favorite brand is
Too Faced.
Yeah.
I know, I have a bad obsession. And most of my Christmas list is basically Too Faced and a little bit of IT Cosmetics. I have a really bad high-end taste. My next teen take is going to be on the Too Faced Boss Lady Beauty agenda, so look forward to that. Be sure to share this video, especially because we are 2 subscribers away from being at 100. Please get us there. It's the holiday season of giving, and we will be doing a giveaway when we reach 100, so what better time?
Make sure that you connect with us on Instagram under Mom and Me Beauty, and with Emma under Emma_N_2004. Thank you so much for watching. We really, really do appreciate it. We love making these videos. It's so much fun, and we love connecting with you, our fans, our subscribers, and everyone watching in the community. We'll see you in our next Mom and Me video.
Bye everyone.